When, after congress has begun in the clasping position, the woman presses her lover with her thighs, it is called the pressing position. When the woman places one of her thighs across the thigh of her lover, it is called the twining position. When a woman forcibly holds in her yoni the lingam after it is in, it is called the mare's position. This is learnt by practice only, and is chiefly found among the women of the Andhra country. The above are the different ways of lying down, mentioned by Babhravya. Suvarnanabha, however, gives the following in addition. When the female raises both of her thighs straight up, it is called the rising position. When she raises both of her legs, and places them on her lover's shoulders, it is called the yawning position. When the legs are contracted, and thus held by the lover before his bosom, it is called the pressed position. When only one of her legs is stretched out, it is called the half-pressed position. When the woman places one of her legs on her lover's shoulder, and stretches the other out, and then places the latter on his shoulder, and stretches out the other, and continues to do so alternately, it is called the splitting of a bamboo. When one of her legs is placed on the head, and the other is stretched out, it is called the fixing of a nail. This is learnt by practice only. When both the legs of the woman are contracted and placed on her stomach, it is called the crab's position. When the thighs are raised and placed one upon the other, it is called the packed position. When the shanks are placed one upon the other, it is called the lotus-like position. When a man, during congress, turns round, and enjoys the woman without leaving her, while she embraces him round the back all the time, it is called the turning position, and is learnt only by practice. Thus says Suvarnanabha, these different ways of lying down, sitting, and standing should be practised in water, because it is easy to do so therein. But Vatsyayana is of opinion that congress in water is improper, because it is prohibited by the religious law. When a man and a woman support themselves on each other's bodies, or on a wall or pillar, and thus while standing engage in congress, it is called the supported congress. When a man supports himself against a wall, and the woman, sitting on his hands joined together and held underneath her, throws her arms round his neck, and putting her thighs alongside his waist, moves herself by her feet, which are touching the wall against which the man is leaning, it is called the suspended congress. When a woman stands on her hands and feet like a quadruped, and her lover mounts her like a bull, it is called the congress of a cow. At this time everything that is ordinarily done on the bosom should be done on the back. In the same way can be carried on the congress of a dog, the congress of a goat, the congress of a deer, the forcible mounting of an ass, the congress of a cat, the jump of a tiger, the pressing of an elephant, the rubbing of a boar, and the mounting of a horse. And in all these cases the characteristics of these different animals should be manifested by acting like them. When a man enjoys two women at the same time, both of whom love him equally, it is called the united congress. When a man enjoys many women altogether, it is called the congress of a herd of cows. The following kinds of congress, viz., sporting in water, or the congress of an elephant with many female elephants, which is said to take place only in the water, the congress of a collection of goats, the congress of a collection of deer, take place in imitation of these animals. In Gramaneri many young men enjoy a woman that may be married to one of them, either one after the other, or at the same time. Thus one of them holds her, another enjoys her, a third uses her mouth, a fourth holds her middle part, and in this way they go on enjoying her several parts alternately. The same things can be done when several men are sitting in company with one courtesan, or when one courtesan is alone with many men. In the same way this can be done by the women of the king's harem when they accidentally get hold of a man. The people in the southern countries have also a congress in the anus. This is called the lower congress. Thus ends the various kinds of congress. There are also 2 verses on the subject as follows: "An ingenious person should multiply the kinds of congress after the fashion of the different kinds of beasts and of birds. For these different kinds of congress, performed according to the usage of each country, and the liking of each individual, generate love, friendship and respect in the hearts of women." Chapter 7.